What's up, good people? Another episode of the
What's
Show
happening?
Pod. That's right, man. You got your boys and Smoke here. Make sure you follow us on the YouTube. That's Rich Dreamzz TV, all one word. That's where you can see full episodes, clips, BTS, everything there for you at the YouTube. And shout out to our sponsors, of course, Rich Dreamzz Apparel brand, man. If you haven't already, tap into the new website. That's richdreamsapparel.store/shop.
Also, man, the first 5 new subscribers after each new episode, they get 50% off on any one item on the site. That's 50% off on any one item. First 5 new subscribers. So make sure y'all tap in with that, man. Make sure y'all keep checking us out every Friday at 7 p.m. Stay tapped in with us. For sure.
You are now tuned in to the Rich Dreamzz Show.
Say we just tryna live, so we just want them M's. Even if it's dirty, we gon' wash it over here. The requiem is clear, so invest in our ideas. And we don't give a fuck about opinions over here. Nigga, we just tryna live. Oh yeah.
Gotta have the elbows out, man.
All about the elbows.
You know what I'm saying? Hands up in this area.
Let me stop that. I don't know nothing about that. Please, I don't want no trouble. I'm just a black father trying to make it in this world.
You don't want no smoke with them West Coast boys, man.
They get down a little differently out there.
Get you some.
Well, I don't want to go to Rosecrans, bitch. Welcome in, everybody. Come on. Happy Friday. Another episode of the Rich Dreamzz Show Pod.
Happy Friday, huh?
Yeah. Can't say Good Friday. Well, Good Friday last week, but every Friday is a Good Friday when you get to tune in with the Rich Dreamzz. You know, we got the apple juice on deck. Cheers. G on deck. The smoke on deck. Hey, man, it's a good day, man. Been having a blessed week.
Yep.
What's been the story, man?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Same old. Had to I got out today. I did ran a little errand, got my tire fixed for my truck. You know, I'm thinking, you know, I'm going in there. It was actually a pleasant surprise. I went in there, you know, I'm thinking I might have to get a new tire. Ain't no telling what they're gonna tell me, you know, up there. Yeah, knock me over the head. Yeah, so I'm thinking, you know, hey man, I'm going there ready to spend maybe $200 to $300 on a new tire. But I went in there and they was, you know, my Mercedes, my truck, it still had a lot of thread left. So I was like, well, maybe they can just patch it. And that's what they was able to do. I think it cost maybe like $40. Like, bet. But of course, you know, listen, $39.99 without any tax.
But you got to add the tarps on there, though. You got to put the tarps.
Right. But look, check it out, homie. The guy that was back there working on, you know, when you take your car to the shop, they gonna look for something else wrong on the motherfucker. So he's like, hey man, your brake pad is getting kind of low there, man. We changed brake pads I say, I'm gonna get it changed another time. Yeah, nigga, you ain't gonna. And then it wouldn't have been that much, but it's just the fact that, nigga, when y'all told me $39.99, that's all I want to spend, bro. Unless I'm in dire need, I need it done today.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I get it done another time.
I ain't gonna cap. I played myself doing that. I took my car to the dealership, try to see about getting a tail light fixed because it was
to the dealership.
Yeah, because I took it to Firestone. They said they couldn't do it. Say they have to be a dealership. So I took it there. You know. Then they gonna tell me they couldn't fix it, and then they's like, "Oh, we did a courtesy check, and looks like you got an oil leak." I'm like, "Man, I had just took mine to Firestone to get tire or whatever, and they ain't say nothing about that." So I'm like, "Y'all,
of course, yeah, of course. That's how I go, man. They gonna try to."
But look, about a week later, the check engine light came on.
They ain't lie. But no, and I'm not saying that they lie, but they gonna try and find something else that they can kind of upcharge. And it almost make you want to go in there and say, hey, listen, man, I'm only here for this. I don't want to know nothing about nothing else. Right. Don't tell me shit about shit else. You know what I'm saying? I almost make you want to do that.
But that's what the light come on, then I know.
When the light come on, I'll be back. But other than that, don't tell me nothing about nothing. But now, man, I had to go get that fixed though, because my tire is like after a couple of days, it's gonna run down. I'm just like, damn, But also, I'm finna put that bitch on Turo, man. I don't really drive it during the week, so I'm finna throw that on Turo and just, since it's just sitting in the garage, just go ahead and make some money off it, I guess. I guess.
Hey, I'm here to tell you, the rental business, big business.
Yeah, no. Z she used to rent out her cars. So she had 2 cars that she was renting out. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Might be something to consider there.
Get you, man. If you can, like, to be honest, bro, if you got the cash to, I'd get me a cash car and just drive that to work every day. And I rent that motherfucking truck. I rent your car out, bro. Like I would, bro.
I might have a little too many miles.
No.
You don't think so?
Because you can put a limit on how far they can drive, and if they got to stay in state, or you know what I'm saying. You can set it to where they can't go too far. It's a mileage limit. You feel what I'm saying? So you can set all that up. If you ever become interested in that. But yeah, bro, like I said, that motherfucker, my shit just sitting in the garage most of the time. So I'm just like,
yeah, no, yeah, that might not be the best game plan for mine. Mine don't really set up like that. She moved.
Yeah, that's why I said if you were to want to get you another, like a little, everyday car type shit. But yeah, I feel you.
We'll see. That's something that's always good to think about, though.
Yeah, that's just another little stream of income that you can have,
Mm-hmm. I guess that'll be the grievance report for this week. Upcharging mechanics.
I'll be mad at them because I'm like, hey, you ain't gonna make me get it. You ain't gonna make me get it. But it just be like, I see the game y'all playing, bro. Y'all trying to get more money.
Every time it's something else.
Yeah, like the last time. So I took my Ford, my Fusion up there to get a new tire about a few months back. And they was like, yeah, man, so your brake pad. Now, mind you, I hadn't drove the Fusion in so long because it was down. My door was fucked up or whatever. But they was like, yeah, man, like your brake pad is like pretty much damn near metal to metal, man. So, advise you to get them changed. And of course, when it's like that, it's like, damn, I gotta get it now since it's this bad. You know what I'm saying? So then they hit me.
Was you hearing any squeaking or anything when you were stopping or anything?
Not really. Not like I say.
I feel like I would notice if it was that.
I can't remember, bro. To be honest, I can't remember because it had been a month since I drove it because my door was fucked up. So I can't really remember. But then they hit me with some, yeah, man. Then you probably need your brake fluid drain. I say, listen, hey, man. We can worry about that another time.
Give extra.
It's already wrapped. Come on, dog.
Just give me the pads.
I'm spending about $500. I'm going in here hoping to spend like $220. I'm spending $5 now, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Get off the gas.
Can't let you bake it.
Get off the gas, man.
Hey, man. You know what? That's them being committed to giving excellent service.
I guess.
Gonna lead us right into the hard little topic for this
life.
Man, commitment. Strong topic this week because I feel like you have to have it in terms of achieving any type of goal, building any type of relationship for the long haul. It's gonna take commitment. Kind of go over things that build up and make commitment. Definitely have to devote time. You can't really say you committed to something if you're not willing to put in the time.
Put the time in. Yep.
Take the steps necessary to get to the end goal. I think in the pre-show, you was doing a comparison with the relationships and commitment. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we both know that's a pretty big commitment for sure. It's a long-term thing if you one of those people that's taking a relationship serious. So like I say, I always say my advice is if you feel like that's something that you in the beginning, if you feel like that's something that you can't hold your end up on as far as a commitment to a relationship, Not just relationship, man. It could be a business venture. It could be anything that's that. I would say anything that's not a necessity. If you're gonna, because that's something. It seems as if that's something that you want to do, right?
Okay. Yeah.
More so than you need to do it.
Right.
I think all needs, when you make a commitment towards something that you need to do, you need to see those through for sure.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying? It ain't no, I know I need to do this, but I don't really want to do it. No, if you need to do it, then you should do it. You get me? So, but if it's something that you just want to do, I would say in the beginning, just make sure it's something that you're gonna stay committed to, and not just be flip floppy with it. You feel me?
It needs to be something that you're passionate about.
Yeah. That definitely makes it easier.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna
that makes it
fuel.
much easier. And I mean, just like I say, regardless, if it's not, and it's something that you want to do, uh, like I heard this statement with Kobe before. Like, Kobe made a statement before. Like, when he say he want to do something, whether he wants to do it or not, if he said he's gonna do it, it's like a contract that's like non-voidable that he's making with himself. So whether he want to do it or not, he's still gonna do it. So. And I think that brings out the discipline in a person, which we all need. We all need discipline. We all can be better disciplined people. I think even probably the most disciplined person probably is hard on themselves about being disciplined. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure that's how they got there. So yeah, man, it's one of them things. Like you said, it does make it easier if it is something that you um, like doing or passionate about. But either way, you just make sure at the beginning of it that you're willing to do what's necessary to uphold a commitment.
Okay. So that's a big thing. Knowing as well, like kind of what the steps are going into things. I think that's a lot of times why people can fall off of something that they wanted to be committed to because they just didn't realize all the intricate details of what it was going to take to achieve said goal.
Right.
And when things start compiling on you and it starts getting tough, that can waver you if it wasn't something that you was really serious about doing
Yeah.
or really passionate about from the jump on.
Yeah. Right. But see, that's why I say that's starting the beginning.
Yeah.
That's starting the beginning. When I say make sure it's something that you're gonna stay committed to, that goes into, okay, well, what is it gonna take for me to stay committed to this?
Yeah.
What goes with accomplishing this? How much time is this gonna, what I'm saying, is gonna take from me or, my fam or other things that I'm doing right now. You look at all of that. You don't go into anything just off of, I want to do this, so I'm gonna just go on and do this. No, be more calculated. You feel me?
Yeah.
Be more calculated. Think about that at the beginning. Don't start thinking about it when you get in it and be like, ooh, damn, I ain't think this was gonna be that much, man. I gotta do that, this, and that. What?
Right.
Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you one of those people that, if you one of those people that let things like that stop you or give you an excuse to give up, definitely know exactly what you're getting into at the beginning. That way it makes it that much easier to decipher whether you're gonna be able to stay committed to this or not, to said thing. Let me ask you a question. So do you think, because I think I'm one of those people that even if I made a commitment to do something and it seems as if I may be over my head, a little over my head with it, or in over my head rather, takes a little more than I thought it was gonna take. I'm one of those people that, okay, well, I just gotta pivot, readjust. To me, I just look at it like it has to be done. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it like that. How do you approach situations like that where you get into something and you're like, ooh, I ain't expected to be all this. You know what I'm saying? How you navigate that?
With me, I try to think of it in terms of challenging myself. So for instance, like with the job situation, of course, I'm committed to getting that check, period.
I mean, money is the motivator. Money is a motivator.
So when things come up
But
that
what if it's something? But what if it's something that doesn't pay off right away?
right,
That's the things I'm talking about. Because we gotta live, right? We gotta live. So we need money. So we're gonna do whatever it takes to get the money. I'm talking about things that may not pay off immediately. You get what I'm saying? Something that you may be, it ain't even gotta be business. It's just something that may not bring monetary value. You
yeah,
feel kind of see what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same way. I challenge myself in areas where I feel like, okay, yeah, this is difficult for me, but how can I get better and how can I, you know, because I have a competitive spirit because I've always played sports. So I'm always thinking like, okay, yeah, this might beat me. It was tough, but what can I do to kind of change the perception of how I'm looking at it to make it either easier for me or just make it to where my technique gets better and I'm, gradually building myself up to get better at it. The places where I
Right.
lack
Right.
I think I ain't never really had the quarter mentality for sure. I can't never really think of a lot of things that I just started and just haven't finished. Barring that it wasn't, something that just like, okay, it's done and ain't really nothing you can do about it.
Right.
But
Fact.
yeah, man, that's the thing with me. Identifying those areas where it's like, okay, yeah, this is something that's difficult. And it's making me hard. It's making it harder. Podcast words mean things, making me hard.
Slow down, boy. Slow down.
But it may be harder to accomplish what I'm doing. But if I can, you know, put it upon myself to be like, okay, this is what you did this time. Let's learn from this situation, see how you can improve. To me, that's kind of the fun of it. I ain't gonna lie, even with like, um, say for instance, like what I'm doing now, I'm learning how to live with somebody else and, um, just doing day to day stuff. I'm just learning how to make a, cohesive unit out of, two separate people coming together. So it's just um, saying like, okay, you're in a situation you've never been before. Uh, you see how you move this way, and it caused, um, what's a delicate way to say this? It caused disruption in the
Friction.
ecosystem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's all about, okay, what can I do to where it's like I'm not necessarily not being who I am, but at the same time, I'm still,
You hear
improving the
your
situation.
goddaughter, man?
Going crazy, huh?
Thinks you just woke up.
What what you were saying on the game the other night? Man, got all these kids running around here.
All these goddamn kids up in here, man. Shit.
Oh man. Um, when I think of commitment, really though, um, one of the main things that comes to mind is like athlete, just the focus, determination that it takes, especially for those that have been doing it, a lot of them since they was young kids. Um, which is why, beyond just physical abilities and things like that, a lot of people can't make it in, professional athletics and things like that, or even on the college level, just because it takes so much of first belief and knowing and the commitment and putting that time in. So if you don't have those things, like you said earlier, you got to know that off the jump. Like, okay, yeah, I'm saying that this would be nice to do, but am I really going to put forth the effort it takes to finish out and get through this? That's the question you have to ask yourself, which of course brings us back to the always forever mentioned word of the podcast,
Yeah.
being accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everything, but that's why I kind of brought up like the fact of, let's say it's something that's, I guess, don't give you immediate gratification, whether it be money or, whatever. It's a long term thing, and you won't get it until let's say a weight loss journey,
Okay.
or just trying to get your body back in shape, or get your body to a certain look that you may want. That's gonna take months. That's gonna take time. That's gonna take going to the gym regularly, and not deter from that. So, uh, I've been the one in the past that start going to the gym. I go a couple months. Before this last time, I started back going to the gym last year. I've been in it. I've been in the gym consistently every week, probably like a little over a year now. So before this, I think I made it. I think it might have been maybe 4 months, 4 months. But I ended up having to stop because of my schedule or whatever. Just my schedule. And I was really pissed about that, to be honest. But before that, I would go for a month or two, then I just stop.
Yeah.
Go for a month or two, stop. And just, I'm paying, of course, I'm paying the membership every month. And that's just money going down the drain because I ain't in there, But yeah, man, that's one of them things I think it takes a lot of discipline to stay committed to whatever it is. It takes discipline. It takes, like you say, holding yourself accountable for the things, for the commitment you said you wanted to make. So,
hey, you said take money out of it, but you brought money back in there. Money be making stuff happen, man.
Huh?
You said you took money out of there, but you brought it back in because money be making stuff happen. Money be making that motivation.
No, I know. So the thing, no. So what I was saying was, it's $10 for the gym membership.
Okay.
I didn't really go back to the gym because I'm like, oh man, I'm wasting this $10 a month. I mean, God has blessed me to where $10 don't make or break me. I thank God for that. You get what I'm saying? But I just it was more so me just wanting to be in the gym and me wanting to work on my body and get it to how I want it to look and stay in shape. Like I don't want to be the old 50, 60-year-old dude that's out of shape. I don't want to be that, and from what I hear, they say that, huh?
You trying to have a
Nah, we ain't gonna be none of that. We ain't gonna be none of that. And I want to bring my kids up to work out. Bring them up to work out. You feel me? So yeah, man, I don't want to be that, So they say the best way to stay in the gym is to never leave when you get older. The best way to stay in the gym is to never leave the gym. So it's a lifestyle at this point.
You don't use it, you lose it. That's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle, man. It's a
That's
lifestyle.
What they say though. When you're doing a health journey, you need to make it something that can be, like you're saying, a part of your life, and make it to where it's kind of like a super big change to where you like, oh man, I keep this up for 6 months, but then that's it. I ain't gonna be able to do this. You want to make it something that you feel like, okay, this is something I can do every week.
Yeah.
Whether that's adhering to your schedule, whether that's 3 or 4 times or 2 to 3, whatever.
Yeah. But also, if it's like I said, if it's something that you need to do, then you need to make it a lifestyle change. It ain't no if I want to or not. If it's something you need to do, then you should do it. We as people, we fall in love with mostly only doing what we want to do. Which that's cool, but it's certain things that you need to do that you should be doing as well.
Yeah, that's a part of commitment as well. A lot of times,
ain't easy.
Having to do things that you don't want to do in general.
That's hard. It is hard. It can be hard
to stay, in with the process. And then in corporation with that, I just say try to find things that even if you may not like them, try to find or focus more on the parts that you do enjoy. Because if you were committing to something in general, there had to be something that you liked about it in the beginning process. So focus on those things, and more often than not, you'll find that it's way more positive than negative. But we get hung up on the negative stuff because it be hard or whatever. So focus in, hone in on the positive things that you do as part of your commitment, or that bring you joy, just in the process as well, and that'll help you carry on.
Facts.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Now that we done, gave y'all the hard down truth on commitment, we're gonna give y'all a little bit lighter. Enjoy.
Now what's your deal with Father's Day, man? That's what I want to know. Hey, matter of fact, when is Father's Day? That's in June.
It's in June. It's in June.
June.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to another edition. Gotta give me some good edits so that echoes when I do that. This will be a new segment we call the smoke screen or rolling with Rod, depending on what you know me by and if you give a damn. It's funny how that works. If I were to change my Instagram handle today, it'd be like Rodney. Everybody be like, what happened to smoke? No more smoke? Smoke. But when I see people, but even better, people on Facebook, they try to ignore. They still tag me under the Rodney Haynes profile that I can't even get into no more. That just show you how I don't even know what the word is to people. How just so nitpicky they are on things. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like your social media really depicts who you are? I feel like a lot of people are like that's just like it's super like that's you. That like, and my thing is you can literally put anything there. So is it really you? Like we've already seen time and again that what people post really doesn't necessarily relate to their real life. But what do I know, man? I'm just crumbling nerve. Shout out to 420 being on Easter Sunday. He has risen. And if you was like, we all rise all day. You understand me? It's a beautiful day in the land, a beautiful day to say, I like the rain. This is where I come in here and riff, man. Man, y'all. Hope y'all with me. The clip's gonna make me look better than I am. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go for a good route so we can just break it up and have a lot of clips. Covered a lot of sports. Am I a pundit? No. Do I have any professional experience? No. Do I still do my opinions? Yes. Yeah. Like this, like that, like this, and I'm gonna save this for Father's Day, but I'm gonna give y'all my real thoughts on being a father. It's not gonna be fake jazz that everybody feels like you gotta say. I ain't gonna shout them out because they ain't giving us sponsorships. I was about to shout out my raps. What's the raps on the craps?
Okay.
I gotta wait on that. That's exclusive. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the smoke screen. Gee, I appreciate them edits, man. That was nice. The little clouds at the bottom. I like that. Stay tuned. There'll be more. As we mosey on all, man, we gonna get into something we love, of course, here at the Rich Dream Show Pod, the Black Business Shout Out. That's right. Today we got Stomping Grounds for You. You understand me? Good brother got some great hip hop street merchandise. Got the custom shoes, the tees, hoodies, you know. Buddy comes through with the gear, man. Got the beanies on deck, and he part of our crew at the legendary
Yo.
clothing brand and boutique out in Westminster, Maryland. Y'all up on that, make sure you get with it.
Them hats, man. I might have to cop me one of them hats for sure.
So if you want some original, authentic pieces, shout out to the good brother right there, repping song, Daryl Page. Make sure you hit those Stomping Grounds for You, man. You hit up his website, mystompinggrounds.com. Hey, man, some unique, cold clothing items right there. When you get, when you bought up all the Rich Dreams, you can buy head on over to Stomping Grounds for you. The Black Business Shout Out and tell them the Rich Dream Show Pod sent you.
Yes, sir.
And right after we get into the Black Business Shout Out, I think we got some happenings and some sports. Take us there.
Aye, man. Don't clap and cheer for me too much. Don't clap and cheer for me too much. Man, we're gonna start it off, with NFL draft overview, man.
Right.
I think it was an interesting draft to say the least.
Right.
Interesting draft to say the least. You see Cam Ward, he got taken number 1 to Tennessee. You see Travis ended up going to the Jaguars. You got the kid Abdul Carter. He went to the New York Giants.
That's the Army, huh?
Huh?
The Army. Abdul?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So supposedly he's like they were saying like he's really like the second best player in the draft. Yeah. Uh, you see, the Saints didn't draft a quarterback, basically.
Nah, man. They was doing some hard
Do
down
we have footage, bro? Do we have footage?
I ain't got none.
Okay, then. All right, then, because it's really an eyesore.
The clips I done seen wasn't too flattering.
It's an eyesore. But I thought this was probably. I guarantee you, if we go back, we go and look at it. This had to have been one of the most watched drafts in a long time for sure.
I monitored it more than I usually do.
You definitely. If I'm there watching day 3, yeah, this bro. I'm watching day 3. You get me? Which we'll get into that. But what's your thoughts overall on the draft? What you thought?
Overall, it did seem, even though it was an interesting subject matter, it did seem a little pedestrian. I mean, as far as just like sides, I'd say Genty, the big names, Door. It wasn't really like a lot of just, oh man, can't wait to see where this person's gonna go. But of course, these are top prospects that are going to the league. Uh, Definitely excited to see how they work out. I didn't really know too much about Cam. Um, I don't really watch a lot of Miami games, but
You know much about Cam?
mm-mm. But looking at
Yeah, me neither. Just highlights mainly. I
yeah,
didn't
that's what I'm
really.
saying. Looking at highlights,
Yeah,
he
I
I
didn't
mean
really.
definitely looked the part.
I might. Yeah. No. He yeah, yeah. If you're going by the highlights and the stats, it definitely seems like he's going to be a good player.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Um,
we'll see.
It seemed,
Uh,
I don't know. It seemed like teams were, I don't know, I guess building more so for the future, more so than needs that they had right now, in my opinion.
yeah, I think to me it seems like it was like it didn't seem it was a lot of linemen, and D line taken
Yeah.
um, in this draft. I think you had quite a few running backs taken, few receivers, and I'm talking more so those maybe first 2-3 rounds, especially the first round. It seemed like it was nothing but D and O linemen. Um, but it was only 6 quarterbacks taken.
Only two in the first round, yeah.
Only 2 in the first. I think it was only like 6, maybe 6 quarterbacks taken. So from what they say, it was a weak draft for quarterbacks this year. But I mean, eh,
Yeah, I've been hearing next
it
year
was
is supposed to be strong.
yeah. Next year's supposed to be quarterback strong for sure. That's what I'm hearing. Kind of like how last year was. But anyways, let's go on and slide into the biggest I guess you could say biggest thing about the draft. The hottest topic of the draft. Shedeur
Man,
Sanders slides to the 5th round.
never heard a guy's name called so much around draft time that wasn't getting drafted.
That wasn't getting drafted, and it got
Right.
drafted late as hell.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But you see how that worked though, bro. They gypped the dude out of millions of dollars, saying that the talent ain't there for him to get drafted first, second round, not even third or fourth round.
Right.
But you continuously every day, damn near every pick or a team that needed a quarterback, we on Shedeur watch. We on Shedeur watch.
Right.
Why do you think like that? You see how that work, bro? Like they'll get the ratings off of continuously bringing his name up.
Right.
But you gyp him out of millions by picking him in the 5th round.
And then I don't know, it's like to switch it up to be like, oh, the talent wasn't there. It's kind of weird for me because it's like, how does one go from being in the conversation for being number one? You've been able to see, what they done in college, but then all of a sudden the talent isn't there. And it's not like they just had like a shit combine or anything. Um, it just seems a little squirrely and a little fishy to me because we've seen in the past guys with far less athletic ability, um, and just probably less how do I say star power get taken in earlier rounds, and then get in the league and don't really do much. It definitely seems like people were more on a personal tip with Shedeur, more so than just looking at the football aspects of things.
Listen, man, you say we took Tyler. What's this like? How you pronounce that? Show? Is that Show?
Why not?
We'll just say that Tyler Show. We took him in the 3rd round, bro.
Man,
he runs a 4.6, almost 4.7. What? Whoa! What about all this athletic ability that you needed to be a quarterback nowadays?
I'm like, I wonder, did the Saints not have enough travel funds? Because the old lineman we took was from Louisville as well. Like,
yeah, I seen that. I think we took a receiver. Did we take a receiver from there too? What's up? A running back? Or we took a couple people from Louisville. But this is the thing, bro. Like, how do you go from, like you say, from talking about, and this is around the end of the year, college football year. You go from talks of being the number 1 pick, then top 5, then top 10, then 20, then 21st. You go into the draft, the 20th ranked player in the draft, second best quarterback in the draft, and you slide 4 rounds.
Man.
That ain't just on the field, bro. Like, and I'm hearing that he interviewed bad, and of course, the cocky thing. People saying he come off cocky, but my whole thing is, bro, what's wrong with being confident? Have you ever heard somebody, a coach, come out and say, hey, bro, he's not coachable. He gets in trouble. He was a bad student. He don't study. He's not prepared for the game. You've never heard nobody say anything like that about him.
Right.
So fuck if he cocky or not. Can a nigga come in and play? Is he coachable? To me, that should be the main thing. Of course, no off-field stuff, but is he coachable? Because if you're coachable, 9 times out of 10, you are respectable. You respect authority. If you're coachable, right? You play football.
Yeah.
To be coachable, I played sports, early on, junior high, but that's super early. But you played high school. If you're coachable, then you respect authority.
It's one of the more sought after traits that coaches be looking at, really.
Come on, bro.
Even especially in not more often than times professional, but talking about high school and stuff like that, or hey, you might get a little PT just being, coachable.
Yes.
And not even as talented as somebody else.
You play hard, you listen, you go hard in practice. You might get minutes that you really wasn't supposed to get based on your talent, but you play hard and you listen to the coach.
But yeah, man, the whole attitude thing is just weird to me. It's like, oh yeah, we've never seen a cocky quarterback before.
That's a lie. And that's a lie. You just had one when Baker came out. That was probably the last cockiest quarterback that came out that I can think of.
For that position, you want that guy to kind of think of himself as that dude. You have to be that dude.
And to be honest, you want him to come out. You want him to come out the gate like that.
Yeah.
You want him to come out the gate like that, bro. What are they? Not trying to, I ain't trying to shit on your boy and nothing like that. But what is the constant knock against LeBron?
Yeah.
No killer instinct.
Right.
He ain't out there trying to take your heart out. What do they say? Jordan, Kobe. They talking Ant nowadays. AI. They came in the league with that mentality.
Dog. Yeah.
The dog mentality, right? You don't want that out of the leader of your team in the quarterback position. Like, come on, dog. Y'all bullshit.
I respect that when he did get his name called, he was humble. He was still excited. He got a chip on his shoulder for sure now.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Hopefully he can make all them eat crow.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope he tear our ass up when we play him. Yeah, I hope he put 40 or 50 on us. I ain't lying. Yeah. And I'm still mad with you bitches too. I'm still mad with you. I'm repping the Commanders until to the season start. Once the season start, man, I gotta go on back home, man. It's time. Like the old nigga that been out all weekend. He done left his old lady. He done been out all weekend with his other little side pieces. Then Sunday night, you got work Monday, man. It's time to go back home, bro. That's how.
That's we talking about commitment, Jesus.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the ones that ain't committed. I ain't talking about myself. I'm just saying, it's just an analogy.
We done seen
that people can relate with.
What is
It's an analogy that people can relate with. But yeah, bro, that's like I say, to me, this is all about trying to show this young man a lesson, I guess. And also I think it's about his dad. I ain't gonna lie, I think Deion shouldn't have came out publicly saying multiple times on multiple occasions saying that, you know, if a team that they don't like is trying to draft Shedeur, then, you know, he'll basically use his influence to get him somewhere else. I don't think he should have came out publicly and saying that. You know, yes, Archie did do it. Archie Manning did do it, but you never heard Archie come out publicly before the draft saying that. To me, that's the only thing I would have done different being in the Sanders family. Anything else, man, like I say, I'm not privy to the meetings, what was going on in the meetings, how he was talking in the meetings. But from my vantage point, that's the only thing I can see that I probably wouldn't have done. You know.
Yeah, just from the past personalities and people that have been drafted we've seen in the league.
Yeah.
It just seems like it would have to be something super egregious. Like, was he like
To slide
cussing
that
y'all out or something in the meetings?
To slide that far, man, niggas that went to jail in college never slid this far, bro.
I mean, what you can't tell me Antonio Brown was just a pillar of perfection in meetings.
Not at all. I'm sure you wouldn't. I'm sure you did so.
Guys like that, and like we said, Baker Mayfield, like
I'm sure, my nigga. I'm sure.
Even back in the day, Beast Mode, like he ain't really disrespectful and nothing, like, but he raw, he edgy, like ain't no way.
Beast Mode. To be honest, bro, Beast Mode, he about the realest nigga in sports to me, bro. That nigga. Listen, that nigga still smoke Black and Miles, bro. Plastic tip.
He different. He built different.
He different. Yeah, man. Beast Mode a real one, man. He a real one. Hey.
Yeah. But shouts to Shedeur, man. Make them feel you, man. You guys got something to work at.
Right. Anyways, man, shout out to Shedeur, man. We riding with you. We wish you the best of luck, man. We know you're gonna kill it once you get your opportunity. Man, just stay focused, stay on the grind, which is I'm sure all of these things that you know. So we gonna see you, man. We gonna see you up there. We gonna see you starting and doing your thing, man, for sure. Next, we got the playoffs, man, which it has this year has not disappointed. You know, I would like to give, you know, analysis of certain games, but by the time this come out, it'd be like 2 games that then already happened. But I just want to get your thoughts on the playoffs thus far. You know, your thoughts on what you like about it, and you know, versus, you know, previous playoffs or whatever. But what you think about the playoffs this year?
I think the league has just been on a trend the past few years of just being ultra competitive.
Playoff time for sure.
Yeah, I think the way the teams have been put together has been good. Used to be you'd only see about 1 or 2 or a handful of teams that got, you know, a couple of superstars, but now I think we're starting to see it throughout.
Spread out.
But the competitive aspect has been amazing. I haven't really seen even the series where like the Magic Celtics, where it's like, you know, one team is pretty superior, but it's still like good basketball being played.
Yeah. Knicks and Pistons. That series could easily be 3-1 Pistons. You know, Pistons up 3-1. It could easily.
I'm looking for that honestly to go 6 or 7. I'm gonna say they could take it 7.
Man, I think. Oh yeah, I think they might be done. But yeah, man, I'm locking still with you on this one, man. I think I always get up for the playoff time because it seems as if it's a drop off. Well, it's a step up, I'll say, from the regular season to the playoffs. Whereas, you know, when we was coming up early 2000s, maybe some of the 10s, it was not much of a, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't much of a step up.
After All-Star break, it pretty much got real.
Yeah, but if you can remember back in the day, like back around those times, boys was playing hard every game. Every game was something to watch, even in the regular season, you know, from what I remember. But it's probably just like a style of play thing. They're not allowed to do as much. They much tighter on fouls and stuff like that during the regular season. Now playoffs is when they let them play. They letting them play. I like that.
Yes. A lot of physicality.
But I think my favorite series right now, man, to be honest, this Minnesota Lakers series is probably my favorite to watch, but real close up on it is the Rockets Warriors. Okay. Very close up on it is Rockets Warriors.
The most exciting games I feel like I've seen have been Denver and the Clippers, man.
That's the closest. That's the closest in competition for sure.
Yeah.
That's the closest series that we got right now, for sure.
Definitely being tough. But like I'm saying, man, even like we're talking the Knicks in Detroit, man. They've even had some exciting, compelling games.
Yeah.
I think what we're looking at as far as at the end of this week by now, I'm gonna say Clippers getting ready to close them out. Cleveland should be has advanced by now.
Who?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, Cleveland should be as advanced by now.
Okay.
I'm looking for Warriors to do away with Houston in 6.
And 6?
Yeah. Of course, Boston, Thunder have already advanced.
What other teams we got left? What other games we got left?
Oh, bro. D. Lillard.
Yeah. Shout out to D. Lillard, man. I hope you come back next year. But don't let that sidetrack you. Don't let that sidetrack you. We ain't talking about that. What other games? What other predictions you got on these series right now, man?
Indiana finishing up that series. And last but not least,
did you say what?
Lakers in 6.
I don't believe they can do it like that, man. I don't think they can.
Nah, I still think they have a chance to win this, but it's gonna have to be a step up by the others, man.
What happened?
A step up by the others.
You got hope. You got hope.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, can we take the fandom out of it, bro? Who gonna win this series?
It's still up in the air, bro.
Stop it.
Still up in the air, bro.
Hey, y'all something else, man. You know what? I applaud you LeBron fans, man, because y'all ride with that nigga rain, sleet, or snow, boy. Y'all ride with him. Hey, I applaud it, bro. I applaud it. But this series will probably be over by the time this episode drops. Yeah. By the time Friday comes, this series will be over. Or it may be over that day, thinking that it may go game 6. So I think they play Wednesday. Yeah, they play Wednesday, then it'll be Friday. So, yeah, man. I'm with you with all of that, though. With all of those. I have the same predictions as you. I think the Clippers will end up putting out the Nuggets. I think the Warriors will end up putting out the Rockets. Don't know if it's going to be 6 or 7. We'll see tonight. They play tonight at 9, which I'm excited to watch this one. Of course, Cavs going to do what they supposed to do. Celtics going to do what they supposed to do. I think the Knicks going to get the Pistons, and I think they going back to Madison Square Garden. So for this next game 5.
I believe that the Knicks gonna take it, but I think it's gonna take them 6 or 7. I think the Detroit.
I think Knicks finish them off. I think Knicks finish them off this next game. That's what I think. Yeah, man. So we'll see though. We'll see how it go, man. I'm excited to see how everything play out. Go Timberwolves, man. That's my boy Ant, man. That's my favorite guy to watch right now.
Go on a boat.
I mean, hey man, listen. Hey, that's my guy, man. He cut from that cloth, man. I ain't gonna lie, he cut from that cloth. But anyways, moving on, man. Moving on. Let's get into our boy Uncle Shay, man. He's on leave from ESPN. He decided to go ahead and take care of his court matters, and he'll be back. Supposedly, he'll be back for the preseason of the NFL season. So, I guess he just want to let everything die down and just take care of that. That's what I take from it. But what you think about this, though?
Sucks that, that he's going through this, but I am happy that he was able to do it on his own accord. He wasn't forced out. I'm sure it was like a mutual thing.
Well, it was a mutual thing. They probably suggested you want to take, you want to take a little time away so this can blow over. I'm sure it was something on both sides.
But Yeah, Shannon, it comes a time in every man's life where he have to put certain things away, and uh, some of these pros, man, you gotta let them go by the wayside, man. You can't indulge in the proactivity like you used to.
What you talking about, man?
Man, I'm just saying when
We
you
talk about him leaving the ESPN. We ain't talking about no. We ain't talking about. Nah. Look. Nah.
why he leaving though?
Yeah. You're right. I think on that situation, right, on why he's leaving, and that whole thing, I think he gotta learn how to move. If he gonna date these young women, he gotta learn how to move with them. He can't. He got to learn how to move with them, bro. I understand. Old nigga with money. You don't want no woman that's your age. You want a woman that's you got the money and you man. Listen, you gonna get it just off of status. You gonna have women of all ages on your neck just off status. So I get it. You want a young woman now. 20, me at 56. If I was him at 56, 20, that's a little too young for me. Hey, to each his own. But when you're dealing with a younger woman like that, a woman that's an OnlyFans model, she looking for a come up, bro. At the end of the day, she's looking for a come up. So you got to be aware of things like that. Which it's like it's crazy because he should know this,
Yeah, you done been around enough people. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna be straight. He gonna be straight, man. It's gonna suck to on Mondays and Tuesdays not to see him on there with Stephen A. going at it about his late, especially right now about his Lakers. Oh man, they'll be turned right about now, man. Stephen A. will be on his ass right now. But shout out to Unc, man. Assuming that these things aren't true. I'm riding with y'all the fact that I don't believe you did it. You goddamn I'm riding with you on that fact.
Innocent till proven guilty over this.
Exactly. Innocent until proven guilty. But shout out to Unc, man. We riding with you and we'll see you soon on ESPN, man. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But let's get into the next one, man. TRACEE Ellis Ross on dating younger men. Do we have the footage?
Let's see what we got here.
What did you just say, dude? Stop. Stop, because that's over. That's over.
Sure.
What did it say? You need permission. Permission from who? Oh, there we go. Can't hear it.
Can y'all hear it?
Nope.
Can you hear it? You can't hear it?
Nope. He said, y'all, nigga, it ain't nothing but me and you.
I'm good people. Okay, I see it up there now. You see it?
I can see it, but I can't hear it.
It ain't have to freeze you like that.
Okay.
What's
your thoughts, man? I'm gonna let you go first on this.
First thing first.
Huh?
I'm the prize. God damn it.
Tell him.
But
what you think about her statements right there, though?
I think that was a very fluffed up answer to say.
For sure.
I like dating young dudes.
Yeah.
I like dating young dudes who got the stamina.
And fuck me 2-3 times a day. Yeah.
Like you
ain't gonna let me do what I want to do and ain't gonna say nothing about it. Yeah. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Ain't got no problem. Just like Shannon. We just talked about this. Got no problem with an older person wanting to date a younger person. But see, this is just like a thing of you trying to blame men your age, saying, oh, men my age, they normally on that toxic masculinity stuff and all of this. Why are you blaming? They're not the reason why you like young niggas.
Yeah.
You like young niggas for the reason Smoke just said.
Yeah. Reasons.
I mean, come on, bro. It's all right to just say, all right, I like, like men say younger women, they make them feel young. They're energetic. They easier on the eyes. I might can have a healthy baby with them because they're younger versus dating a woman that's my age if I'm in my 50s. That don't have, bro. You don't have to blame men for everything. They blame men for every fucking thing, man. God damn, bro.
And all I'm saying too is like, so you got this full, robust life.
Robust. I like that word, robust.
And I'm sure it takes you many places. And you telling me just ain't no man your age mature or non-toxic to where you could stand in. They just all got that stink. She said, as soon as she smelled,
yeah. Right.
But the young men, I'm sure they're just. I mean, they probably are more open because why would they care?
They
Especially,
young and they're
yeah,
dating a woman that's older.
yeah,
Normally you're gonna have more game than them. You probably, as the elder statesmen in a relationship, you're putting them on a game about more stuff than they are you. I mean, that's what come with dating young. That's what
yeah.
come with
Probably
dating
giving them
young.
experiences they never would have.
Yeah. That's what come with dating young, and it's probably not men of a certain ilk like men, rich young men. It's probably not them. You get what I'm saying? It's probably a nigga that ain't got much. I ain't gonna say not much, but not rich.
Yeah,
You get what
probably
I'm
not on the
saying?
level that she is, more than likely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what we talked about a few episodes back. Whoever makes the most
Mm.
kind of has the power, right?
Usually, yeah.
She's somebody that's it seems that could be a thing too. She just want to have a certain level of power over a man or within a relationship, and she probably, it seems as she feels that with a guy her age, they really not allowing it.
I just hope whatever young man she dating, I hope they getting broke off. That's
Oh yeah,
what
gotta be,
that's what
gotta be,
that's what Paw and them have to do. They had to
gotta
break
be.
they had to break them young gals off.
Yeah, yeah. If you gonna
At
be
least a deal. At least
sugar
some,
mama,
you know.
yeah, pay some rent. Yeah. Anyways, man, shout out to Trace Ellis Ross, man, for still pulling young niggas. Hey, that ain't no knock on her. Just don't blame men for why you like younger men. Just say you like younger men, bro. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But that'll be all with the sports and happiness, man. I'm gonna turn it back on over to Smoke. What we got, Smoke?
All right, man. Good segment there, G. As we move on, man, we're gonna get into this album of the week. Had a very good one this week, man. Yes, sir. Some may even call it a classic. We got Boosie Badass with Badass.
Boosie Boo.
Right, man. Some super duper classics on this joint right here. Basically, from the jump, when you gonna drop. I mean, you could literally put this mug on and let it ride. Movies was hard. One of my personal favorites, from soft to hard. I didn't even know I was rapping about dope, but I'm rapping about dope.
Mm-hmm.
Got some work to soft and I can make that shit hard. Um, my nigga, which was probably like a super duper, I'm sure, had niggas arms around each other, drunk in the
Of
club.
course. Of course.
Fuck you, turned up Webby record boy. Uh, then he hit you with he hit you with some real stuff from the heart, going through some things. You couldn't
Mm-hmm.
tell me in seventh grade, when I was listening to this, you couldn't tell me I wasn't stressing. And people didn't understand me. I want to ride Candy, babe. But then he turned you up, man, set it off. I mean, that what they like. Just banger after banger, bro. Um, their realness, my struggle. You can't not my husband. Hey, man.
You
Um,
don't know what I done been through.
hey, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
exciting.
man.
I mean, hey, Boosie had them bops, man. He'll get you turned in the club, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
This is before I knew anything about some weed. That smoking on purple.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm sitting there with my little invisible blunt, man. Like, light up that blunt.
Uh-huh.
Then he had the radio hits with Zoom. I mean, just I'm mad, turned up. Then he hit you with some, I probably shouldn't have been listening to this, but Distant Lover
Mm-hmm.
actually became one of my songs that kind of depicted my life there for a while. Mm, different times, different times. But and then again with the radio hits, Wipe Me Down, which is a classic for real to this day. And you know it's a classic because it just got sampled by Sexy. Or was it Sexy or Glorilla? Glorilla, I think,
Glorilla.
featuring Sexy.
Yep.
So I mean, Boosie did his Thug Thizzle with this one, bro. Can you still say that? Is that still the same?
Huh?
Can I still say Thug Thizzle?
Thizzle. Oh man, this nigga here.
You picked this one, G, and this was a good one right here. I don't know. We from the boot, so we just assume probably that everybody heard it. But if you ain't heard this one by Boosie, This is one to start. Big facts, man. What was your favorite off of here, dog?
Let me take it down so I can tell the folks. Nigga, you gonna keep that up the whole time? Let me talk about Boosie Boo. Shit. Nah, man. This album, it was like long overdue, man. A lot of these songs on here, they were on a mixtape that he dropped maybe like a year before. I think like a year before, like Distant Lover, Set It Off. What else was on something on I think My Struggle. A lot of these songs were on a mixtape, but my favorite one on there probably is it's so many on there, dog.
Give me top three. Give me top three.
Top three? Oh, top three, I say Smoking on Purple.
Okay.
I say My Nigga. And probably When You Gonna Drop. Yeah. Honorary, I would say honorary, Going Through Some Things. Yeah, which is where she mentions Flage's dad, Camouflage. She mentions him in that song too. Yeah. I think him and Boosie had a relationship before he died back in the day. But now, man, Boosie used to run, like when he say he ran Louisiana, like he not lying about that shit. Back in mid 2000s, that nigga really ran Louisiana. Wayne was Wayne. Wayne was the mainstream nigga.
Yeah.
But Boosie ran Louisiana. As big as Wayne was, Boosie ran Louisiana, man. Because Wayne's style of rap turned into something that was more global versus being he really wasn't even, when the Carter one dropped, he kind of switched from being like a southern rapper to like just an MC.
Yeah.
Just a lyrical MC type thing. But now, man, Boosie used to drop that heat back in the day, man. One of my favorite tracks, a couple of my favorite tracks over time was I like the one what is it called? I Quit. And he was talking about like his battle with lean and going in and out of the hospital behind it and stuff like that, saying he gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? That one and What About Me? This one he probably dropped like 2004, 2005. It was on the mixtape Badass. I think Badass Volume 1 mixtape, which I think y'all can actually find on Apple Music right now. And he was just, he was naming out rappers. He's like, naming our rappers, like basically like, man, when I'm gonna get my shot, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was my shit back in the day, man. Yeah. Boosie had some hits.
Before Wayne had that run, and I think I got onto him around 08, like really heavy.
That's how I'm feeling when I'm with my nigga chilling, wishing that we had $1 million. What about me? Yeah, man, that boy, hey. Yeah, he was trying to get on back then, though. Like when he was doing that, like, because he had the underground on lock, man, but he just couldn't. Crazy that Webby really was a bigger artist than him at that time, mainstream wise.
Yep. He had a couple more hits, things like, Give Me That with Bun B and them.
Yep. Bad Bitch with Trina.
Yeah.
Yep. Independent.
That was one that really
Webby has
put him on the map right there, boy.
Hey, Webby ass bitch, man. He had some shit with it. I ain't lying.
Man. Shout out to Webby and Boosie, man. Louisiana tag team right there.
Right. Nah, that was, man.
Tough. That was always my favorite joints when I be listening to Boosie. I'd be like, I see a Webby trap.
Oh, they're gonna go. Especially, we need to do, if not next week, we might have to do next week Savage Life 1, bro. We might have to just go on and, you know what I'm saying?
Back to back going.
Because it's like when you back around those time, in that time, you couldn't really mention Boosie without Webby. You couldn't mention Webby without Boosie because they collabed so much. You look on this track listing for Badass, Webby name, he probably on about 4 or 5 songs on the album. Boosie, I know for sure he on at least like 3 on Savage Life. Yeah. So they kept a lot of stuff in house, man, which it would kind of remind me of like the No Limit and Cash Money. Yeah. Like it was like a lot of just us. Like we ain't really mess with nobody outside of us.
And that was the thing though with them. It wasn't okay, I just want to hear, one of that part. Both of them you can't find.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. Yep. Yep.
But yeah, we might have to run that next week, man. But shout out to Boosie Boo, man.
Shout out to Boosie, man.
Always, I felt like was one of the rappers you really saw his personality through his music too, man. He'll drop little funny bars and ad libs throughout the. I walked outside. I'm tired of this thing. Juvie in y'all with my drawers in my head. Damn.
My girl look at me say you dog ass nigga. Finna put this knife in your motherfucking lip. Boosie crazy. Boosie hell, man. See, the thing with Boosie, he wasn't all that lyrical, but he had that Pac effect back then.
Right.
He made you feel what he said. Pac probably wasn't the best lyricist. I thought Pac had a nice lyrical game, but I don't think he was big with the lyrics. I don't think he was Jay or Nas with the lyrics.
Yeah.
But tell me a nigga you felt they lyrics more than Pac from back then.
Right. Nah,
you feel you feel what that nigga saying. Like that shit make you his lyrics make you feel them. And that's how Boosie had it. Boosie had it, bro. He had that effect.
And he say, if you find a 20 in this stack, I'm pussy.
He pussy. Pussy, man.
Man, that was super. Hey, man, I've always loved Boosie, man. He just
Boosie a character,
man.
Hey, y'all, what they be saying? Y'all can't make me hate Boosie, man. Y'all can't make me hate Boosie, bro. Y'all can't make me hate Boosie. And then it's kind of like also like we know so many niggas back home that's crazy like that. Like Boosie is the nigga from he just got money. He just so happened to be rich, but he is the nigga like around the way that's joking, that's doing all this just crazy, say anything. Well, I finna say then remember COVID time. Oh, wow. Man, Boosie helped a nigga get through it around COVID. Boy, I ain't lying. I owe that nigga money damn near. He helped a nigga get through it, man. Cause it was rough time, nigga. We ain't know what was gonna go on around that time, you know.
And he put some of his bread up, you know, to give us that show.
Yeah, he was cash apping some people. Yeah.
He get $1,000 right now.
Yeah, he was doing that. Like that wasn't the only time that he did that. He was doing that shit, man. Boosie, hey man, Boosie, hey, he a man of the people now. He a man. Boosie hell, man. Hey, that dude hell, bro. For sure.
From there on, man, just make sure you shopping. Rich Dreamzz Apparel.store/shop. If you in Maryland, make sure you stop over at 2 Bond Street, Westminster. Shop with Ayo Boutique. Get you some Rich Dreamzz and other gear.
Shout out to the Ayo squad, man. We trying to get something together to come out there. I think what do they have a grand opening? I'm trying to figure it out. I gotta check with the fiance and see if she want to bring one of the babies or she want to stay here. I'm trying to see, man. My moving around nowadays, it's kind of, it's a lot of steps that I got to go through. I can't just say, oh shit, yeah, I'm going. I'm cool, bet. But now, man, we definitely want to make it out there. Man. But shout out to the squad, man. I would love to meet everybody in person for sure.
Facts. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all following us on the socials. Make sure you subscribe to Rich Dreamzz TV on the YouTube. And we will catch y'all next week, man. For G, it's Smoke. It's the Rich Dreamzz Show. Peace.